With Sterling news out of the way, and surely he's going to be a Chelsea player. Soon we're going to see him with that jersey. The focus is on Raphinha now, the next attacking player, along with obviously Nathan Ake, but in social media, it is all about Raphinha. And this saga surely is coming to an end one way or another.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we continue with the Raphinha saga, but you know what? I think it's coming closer to an end now, and it's getting very interesting, and it's looking like Barcelona probably can't do that. Surprise, surprise. We all knew they weren't able to do this. I mean, the financial stress that Barcelona's in terms of having to sell off their soul, pretty much all these economic levers, which is in relation to selling off some of their privatized assets, TV rights, some parts of the academy, and so on and so forth, only to be able to, I suppose, pay wages and have some sort of a transfer budget. They owe something around 83 million in deferred wages. And I don't understand how they are after all of these players. Lewandowski, now they're interested in Bernardo Silva. They want Koundé, they want Raphinha. They can't even re-sign Dembélé. And the funny thing is, all these players somehow want a wage reduction. I don't understand what is the fascination for playing for this Barcelona. I could understand in the yester times when Barcelona was absolutely flying, but this Barcelona, I get it, under Xavi looks pretty decent. But as Bayern Munich, one of the hierarchies over there, that said that in a couple of years' time, Barcelona may not even exist, and this is the truth. Let's have a look at the latest in regards to everything that's going around for Raphinha and De Ligt, the two news that we're going to talk about. But first of all is Raphinha situation. So let's bring this up. Raphinha is getting further and further away from FC Barcelona as the club finalized Ousmane Dembélé's contract renewal. So this was always going to be the case. It's either going to be Ousmane Dembélé or Raphinha, and seems like they've gone with Ousmane Dembélé. I think one of the reasons being that Ousmane Dembélé has accepted a 40% wage reduction. Why is the question, but I don't get how a player will accept that. I guess the other factor is that maybe because there is no other offers out there for Ousmane Dembélé. We didn't put any offers down, much in the light for Grimes saying earlier on that apparently a contract between us and Ousmane Dembélé has been struck, but absolutely false. And yeah, no other teams in terms of Bayern Munich or Liverpool or anyone else, PSG, no one has put in any offers for Ousmane Dembélé. So this is what Ousmane Dembélé's got, a 40% reduction, and he's going to have to be happy with it. With this said, there's apparently no room for Barcelona in terms of finances to go for Raphinha. Leeds United want to sell Raphinha as soon as possible. A move to Barca is now fading away. Chelsea are the favourites to sign the Brazilian now. And this is the other thing. Leeds want money right now. They want cash. And Barcelona can't promise that one bit. So I have to say, this is a bit of a masterstroke from Todd Bowley. I was sort of thinking in the beginning that it looks a bit naive. I'm a bit embarrassed about the situation, but now looking into it deeper, and I suppose hindsight is a fantastic way to look at things at times. Todd Bowley probably assessed the situation that Barcelona don't have money. He could see it. He's a businessman. He knows, what he saw in regards to Barcelona's situation. He called up Leeds, asked them how much they want, set up an agreement which Leeds agreed on, and made sure that it was all cash up front. It was immediate money, and that was about 60 million pounds. So Barca, with all the scare tactics that they tried with Gerard Romero and whatnot, showing that Deco's coming to Barcelona, talking to the Barcelona hierarchies, Laporte and Elmeni and whatnot, and trying to scare us away, trying to scare us to withdraw our deal. That way, Barca knows, well, there is no other offers out there. Chelsea's withdrawn it, so we'll go in and we'll produce whatever. The fact that we kept on and kept in by Todd Bowley, it's kind of messed things up for Barca because they could not then dictate terms with Leeds. So, and now Leeds in complete power as to who they want to choose. And obviously they want to choose Chelsea Football Club because that gives them the best chance, best money, I suppose. I have no idea how Barcelona is legally allowed, not to mention the moral aspect, to partake in a bidding war for 60 million Raphinha, whilst they currently owe Frankie de Jong 17 million in deferred wages. Someone needs to investigate Barcelona, bottom line. 17 million in deferred wages for Frankie de Jong, and a total of apparently 83 million all up across many other players. How you are getting into this bidding war for Raphinha when we've placed 60 million pounds offer and you've apparently matched it, but a lot of it is in bonuses and add-ons, and only half of it is in cash, and that too, it's not cash immediately. So yeah, this particular tweet is bang on. How are you, where is the moral aspect of it? How do you think Frankie de Jong feels about the situation as well? Dan McCarthy, Barca have always prioritized Dembele's renewal. It's the cheaper option, and Xavi is a massive fan of the player. He really wants to keep him. Too early to say they won't also get Raphinha, however, the time is ticking. We've always said Xavi loves Dembele, and the fact that he's ending up over there, I don't know what's really holding it up, because he's agreed on that 40% reduction. So I'm not sure what else is holding it up, but Xavi absolutely wants Dembele. So, and I think from a tactical point of view, Dembele plays on the right side predominantly, and then you got Ferran Torres on the left. Raphinha, where would he play? I mean, he'd play on the right side too. And then they're going for players like, Lewandowski, and don't forget they've already got players like Aubameyang and Memphis Depay they haven't been able to get rid of. So honestly, I think Chelsea are massive favourites right now. Look at this one. This one's even more funny. Managing Barca put out a tweet saying Raphinha to FC Barcelona could be made official in the next few hours. Next few hours. You couldn't make it official in the last 2 to 3 weeks. Now you're going to make it official in the next few hours. Get out of here. For 55 million euros plus variables, the player is incredibly happy right now, despite having to reduce his salary considerably to join. Why? Why would he do that? And this is what Carefree Youth wrote. Reportedly on 60k at Leeds, but reduced his salary considerably. Barca are mugging you off, Raphinha. I mean, you're already on 60k, which is like probably a minimum style of income, and you want to reduce it from that. Why would you do that when you've got personal terms apparently agreed with Chelsea as well at 115k or 120k per week? It just doesn't make sense to me one bit. Don't do this, Raphinha. This is from Ben Jacobs, ladies and gentlemen. Ousmane Dembélé's latest told Xavi has made it clear to the board again that he wants Dembélé to re-sign. A 2-year deal at a 40% pay cut has been agreed, but Barcelona leaving Dembélé hanging for now, even with paperwork ready. Offer still has only formal proposal on the table. Chelsea have not made a counter offer since Dembélé became a free agent. Late interest from Inter Milan also untrue. Moussa Sissoko's meeting with Inter was only about Dortmund defender Dan Axel Zagadou. PSG and Liverpool have also distanced themselves with signing Dembélé, with Liverpool denying any interest now or historical. The expectation, due to it now being a financially viable package, is the Barca board will approve Dembélé deal. It still remains to be seen whether Barcelona will then pursue and can afford Raphinha. Still no agreement with Leeds. Deco will turn to Chelsea next week if no progress. Barcelona always maintain they want both players and also still speaking with confidence on signing Raphinha. But Leeds' perspective is very different, with sources continuing to stress club would rather sell to Chelsea and that Barcelona have been frustrating to negotiate with. That's the thing. Leeds, people forget Leeds' perspective here, Leeds' point of view. They're frustrated with Barcelona. And I'm really, really liking the fact that they're siding with this. Obviously, look, they're getting a financial gain. They're getting cash from us immediate. But the history, I suppose, the rivalry between Leeds and Chelsea, it's good to see that Leeds coming to the party for us. So that's great stuff from us. If Ousmane Dembélé agrees to a new deal, Barcelona feel Raphinha will no longer be a necessity and will focus on signings such as Cesar Azpilicueta, Jules Koundé, Marcos Alonso, and Robert Lewandowski instead. They've got a lot more business that they want to do. Raphinha will eat up a lot of their money. Okay, that's all about the Raphinha situation, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how you feel about it. I think he's going to be a Chelsea player. The only thing I'm going to sort of, wrap this up with is if Raphinha ends up coming to Chelsea Football Club, I just hope that he can put his head down and focus and work his backside off. And the word is that he never disregarded the Chelsea offer. It's just he was waiting on the Barcelona situation because that was his first preference. And if that's the case, fine. I don't expect everyone to have us as a first preference, but if you end up signing for us, please work your backside off for the football club at a bare minimum. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is in regards to De Ligt. De Ligt getting closer to Bayern Munich. I think we might have to look elsewhere. I'm okay with it, even though this was apparently one of Thomas Tuchel's primary defenders' targets. Bayern are all over it at the moment, and apparently the Chelsea wants this. It's annoying that all of these players, I get it in terms of preference, what I just said, but gone are those days when Chelsea Football Club were, able to just convince players, and players would be looking forward to just joining Chelsea Football Club. And now it seems like it's a bit of a dogfight to get players. And sometimes players are not even interested to come to Chelsea Football Club, which is it's a power shift that we need to make under this new regime. But this is the latest in regards to the league. Bayern director Hasan Salihamidžić will be in Italy tomorrow, as reported by that particular person, whoever that is. Let's just have it's a publication maybe. He's going to open negotiations over Matthijs de Ligt. No issues on contract. Proposal by Juventus are still waiting for Bayern and Chelsea's official opening bid. Further on, any further Chelsea approach for Jules Koundé could depend on Matthijs de Ligt outcome. Look, I've always been a massive advocate for Jules Koundé. Regardless of what happens with Matthijs de Ligt, we should still go for Jules Koundé. But now more so, if we don't get Matthijs de Ligt, we need defenders in. So Jules Koundé is someone who's ready to come in. Chelsea have been informed that Bayern centre-back Upamecano could well become available should the German giants sign de Ligt. I don't know how you guys feel about Upamecano. He was heavily, linked with us a few seasons back before he joined up with Bayern Munich. I think Liverpool's the biggest winner. They ended up getting Ibrahim Konate. He's probably the better player out of Upamecano and Ibrahim Konate and Upamecano. Look, he's a decent defender, and there was a lot of hype about him. But even in Leipzig, there was always that rash sort of moment that he had in Bayern Munich. He should have showcased that as well. For me, there are other targets. I'd go for Kimpembe right now. I'd go for Kimpembe. We're heavily linked as well. Many sources saying that that's also another defender that Thomas Tuchel would really like to work with. He's worked with him previously. I'm all in for Kimpembe. There's Koulibaly, of course. So for me, Upamecano, look, Bayern stealing de Ligt right in front of us, I don't want to do them any favor by taking Upamecano and giving them some sort of money. Look at this one. I told you guys recently, if we end up getting Nathan Ake, which looks like we will, don't be surprised if Man City comes into the frame and starts targeting the defenders we're linked with, because they'd want to replace him. Manchester City are ready to make a 76 million bid for Matthijs de Ligt as they're closing on selling Nathan Ake to Chelsea, to Juve. Look, I won't be surprised one bit. I really won't be surprised one bit, ladies and gentlemen, because this is what Man City does. This is exactly what Man City does. And at the end of the day, if we're happy with Nathan Ake, it is what it is. Tactically, maybe there could be something there. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know everything how you felt about the Raphinha situation, the de Ligt. Are you bothered one bit about the de Ligt? Does it matter to you? I mean, for me, it just annoys me that another club has come in and been able to take him away. Seems like able to take him away. It's not finished yet. But I'm not absolutely peeved off by it because there are other defenders out there. But let me know how you feel. But mostly the Raphinha situation. Sterling, Raphinha, Havertz up front, I think seems pretty decent to me and very, very exciting. Raphinha, explosive in all departments, pace, work rate, and of course the creativity and scoring goals. It's brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you've enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. We're getting close to 14,000 subscribers in a very fast manner. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. We shall see you guys for a live tomorrow as we continue on this transfer window saga. Until next time, take care.